Hello everybody, it is Mesatori. Here we are with some more BeamNG. I am sorry I've taken a break for a couple of days here, but we got some videos coming again and get a good few. But unfortunately, we are not going to be doing some career mode quite yet. We could take a look at some of the new stuff in the career mode. Maybe I will in a video, but for an actual playthrough, I want to wait until the RLS Career Overhaul mod is all up to date and good to go. And of course, there is no timeline on that, no rush, of course, either, because I understand, as I always say, people have lives to live, things to think, do's to do. So what I've decided to do here, we've got, it looks like the standard police interceptor, but in all reality, if we actually, I hit the wrong button, go to vehicles here, and we can take a look. Of course, I'm having a hard time with pen. We got our Season 1 police car. That is what we are currently in. So that has the parts and stuff for the most part. As I'm not running any mods besides the map itself here. I just want to triple check our brake situation, see what it did with those. You have the semi-racing brakes. Got the regular sport tires. We don't have the super sports in here because that was part of mod as well. I think the CJD mod, if I'm right. But I noticed that some mods are having a lot of difficulty with this, so I figured I'd just not waste my time, not try, because for the most part I do not believe they're going to do very well. But in other news, we unfortunately cannot really take anything else out besides this and the roamer. And I think that's going to be about it, because I'm trying to think about any other vanilla vehicles I had. I don't think, didn't have a Corvette saved. I did have the BX series, but that I have a backup of an older version of it in another save file location thing. The I series that we had is a wagon. That's part of the mod, so we can't run that, unfortunately. Let's see. Yeah, the Scintilla, I did not... Well, I did get it saved, but that was also modded with a V8 engine in it from different mod that I wasn't sure which one that might be. Point being, we pretty much only have two vehicles that I can really try to run. I can go back and find the other Sunburst as well. But I did go ahead and set up the hotlap timer here thing, so we have a loop of the course that we can run and get a time, and this will be a full lap, not a bridge-to-bridge time. Of course, if you're interested in looking at what the bridge-to-bridge time is, I did put a marker down at the other bridge there, so then all you really got to do is see what time in the video I hit that bridge, and the time I hit the other bridge, or, well, I guess, what am I thinking? When I hit that other bridge, it'll be pretty close to it. The start is basically at the normal section, so we'll have a running head start here. No traffic, no nothing to worry about. Open course, of course, because the AI do about 25 miles an hour around the entire course. Some sections a little bit quicker, but that would be quite dangerous, to be honest, to be trying to run this at any capacity of speed. So without really worrying about it too much, I think we can go ahead and try getting a start. I did want to mention there will have to be a hotfix here for the car. You see we're in neutral and the dash says so. We go in reverse, that works fine, park. But there's neutral and it says now we're in reverse, so. And that's drive, but we can see it's like neutral and it says 1 at the same time, 2. Then that's sport mode, even though it's showing drive, so. A little bit of a quirk, nothing that actually kills like how the game runs or anything, but definitely something that could be updated. So we're gonna go ahead and just zip around the course here, and I'm gonna try my best not to crash. I gotta remember I only have sport tires, so even though this car is capable of doing 160 probably on the back straight, maybe also in a couple of the other straight sections here, I gotta be earlier on the brakes, and remember I'm not running slicks like I normally do when I'm setting times around here. And I do have it in Sport ESC mode, so I do have some ESC on. I thought about turning it off, but to be honest, most of the time when running career, I did leave it in Sport as well. Mainly with career mode, that just helps to prevent spin-outs on the highways and stuff. I kind of wanted to keep it where I was sitting on that. They were holding good speed down that corner and doing almost 100 there. Of course, it is miles per hour. Got a little bit of a rear end slide there. And of course, guys, if you are familiar with the track and everything, and let me know then how do I do on racing this? Am I doing good with my lines? I mean, I know I'm by no means perfect and no means an expert, but I've spent a fair amount of time here on the track, so it's also not something new to me. Going a little bit too wide, just touched the grass slightly there. Didn't brake quite enough. Tires are don't have thermals either. I'm not sure if that mod will work or not, you know, how the status of that could be. So again, we're just going vanilla outside of the map here. Oh yeah, very late, and the car did not want to turn. And I messed up the steering, so yeah. I am very unused to this level of grip right now, and by that I mean the very low level of grip. We're gonna go ahead and hit skip lap. We'll try this one more time. I can get it. I know I can. A matter of getting used to the fact that this car really does not stop anymore at all. I have really good brakes, so they won't overheat, most likely, but that's about it. But we'll see how my lines kind of look, how I do here with my braking and everything. Feels like we might have a little bit too much to the rear braking, but I'm not sure if it's not enough or too much. Very hard to tell, because they both kind of act the same. I mean, too much typically you'll keep it a little bit more straight until I'm cornering, but I can't say for sure. I haven't gotten really good at setting brake biases yet in the game. A little bit cleaner than my first round on that one. And I think the ESC here is definitely fighting me really hard on corners and making it more difficult, but maybe we'll go ahead and do another lap if I have time without it. See if I get an improvement in the time. Probably will have an improvement just in the fact that I'll have a few laps to run. The Roamer is going to be very fun to take around here. I have to remember that thing's brakes and suspension. Oh. Come on, car, we can turn. There we go. Scrubbing the tires really hard there. Now we might actually be able to hit 150, maybe 160 here, but I want to brake about at the crest here. Be a little ahead of it. We don't do like last time. There we go. Now we're gonna head on down into Foxhole. I know a few of the names of the corners and spots in the tracks, but again, I'm not an expert. And I wish there was something in BeamNG that we could put into the map here to actually give signs, so that way as I'm going around I can learn it a little bit better. We're going to avoid the curb like you would right now, from what I've seen. Just lightly grazing these curbs here. Didn't take that corner too great. A little too early on the throttle there. That one a touch wide, a little bit of grass is okay. We'll call it lawn care here. Tires are just a screaming away. Accidentally cut into that a little too early and bumped that curve there. That corner there is always one I've struggled with. I've been improving on it a good little bit, getting a little quicker. Just being blind, it makes it hard for me to judge. I get nervous, I guess is the best way to put it. The downshift really seems to kick out the rear end as well. Looks like our temp is doing okay, a little bit towards the warm side, but we're not hot yet. We are creeping though, I can see that. It may overheat, but we will watch that carefully here. And we get this uphill. Should be able to hit 140 just about here. A little bit slow on that point. Go ahead and hit the carousel here. There's our first time through the carousel. We got 4 minutes and 55 seconds, so that's not too bad, I don't think. I don't think we're going to be sub 10 though on this lap. The car does not have a lot of acceleration. It just does keep pulling. That's the kind of thing it does. Too much over there, and I am also racing with the controller, so fine control is not as fine as I would like it to be. Here goes my microwave. I had some food going and I was originally going to start recording and everything would have been fine, but I'll just handle that after a little bit here. A little bit of air there, nothing too crazy. Sub 10-minute time actually may be possible. I didn't think at first, but it looks like it might be. Looks like temperature, we're doing all right. It's just the long straights when it does start to creep a bit. But it has time to cool down when we get into these corners and everything when I'm off throttle. Now I'll get to see what its actual top speed might be here. I like how the laptop's flapping around there. Sub 8-minute time, maybe, actually, which is pretty good, I'd say. I think this car has like around 400 horsepower or so. We are braking past the 160 here. Still pushing a bit. And we hit 167, so I gotta start braking though. Just a little bit. It does slow down very good at the high speeds. Of course, a lot of drag with the car, so that'll help. And we get a time of 8 minutes and 17 seconds. So I think an 8-minute time would be possible, definitely. Shut it down. Let the fans... Oh, the fan turned off. Okay. So the car's not exactly too hot. It does pretty good. It handles pretty well. If we had the tire thermal and wear mod on, though, I don't know if it would have made it all the way around. It probably would have overheated the tires and cooked them right out. You drive it pretty hard. Let's go ahead. We'll head on back. I'll get the roamer set up. I'll go deal with my screaming microwave here. And then we'll do a roamer lap. So, set the car here. We'll see how our little roamer does. I'm not sure if it's going to have the same engine and stuff. No. So maybe not. It might be all that we can do, because we do have the performance stuff here. But I thought I had an inline 6 in it. But I'm not sure. I put it into 4-wheel drive. It does seem to be. It should be, in all honesty. Kind of see how that rear end is very, very bouncy. So go ahead, pause the recording. I'll come back in just a few moments. We'll get ourselves a good lap time of the roamer as well. All right, so we are back again. Go ahead, unpause my game here. Sure that we can see our dash pretty good by turning on the headlights here. And let's go ahead and see what this little D-Series can, or D-Series, the little roamer can do for a lap time. So I'm going to go ahead and hit skip lap, so that way it resets and we can get a proper appropriate time here. It is a 5-speed manual, so doing pretty good for speed. It does pull it pretty good. The rear end is what's going to probably make it really, really difficult for me to actually get a clean lap through here. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Braking works pretty good though. A lot of corrective steering to keep this thing going right. Just touch that outer curb, maybe a little bit of grass here and there. A couple blades of it wouldn't hurt. I'm not having good luck there either. Yep. I gotta watch that braking a bit better, especially with how bouncy this is, because that's really decreasing how the braking handles here. Take that curve. If you have a little SUV, so it can take the curves, right? At the end, we'll get to see what the actual top speed is. A little bit of grass there again, nothing too crazy though. I'm curious to see how much fuel you actually burn for this lap too. Brakes are fading, that's not good. ceramics on it, but I can't recall. But hey, that's okay. I'll deal with the brakes as I can. Would be funny to me if this thing actually managed to be faster than the Sunburst, though. That would be the real kicker to it. Oh geez, we're really fading hard here. Yep. I'm fully on the brakes there. Barely slowing down. Still gonna try and push what I can though. Just gonna have to be a little bit more gentle with how I'm doing on the speed and braking a lot earlier. Of course, the more I have these brakes fade out, eventually they'll glaze over really bad and they'll hardly even work. I think we're already approaching that. I am full on the brakes and the ABS is hardly even kicking in very much. To get some air through the brakes here though soon, so that'll help me kind of refresh them. Oh no. It's okay. We're still straight with the steering. We can do this. Got the speed, don't have the brakes though. I think it would switch to basic brake pads on me here. I had to guess. Parking brake don't do nothing either. Okay, now we should be able to get some speed up, get some air through them brakes, help them cool down a little bit. All four wheels just to screech it along there. No ESC on this one to help me out. I'm just going to cut that a little bit because I'm going to need to start braking here now. 90 should be fine. Oh yeah. Didn't really need to do an extra shift there, but that's okay. There we go. So apparently we are doing better. No, I don't know for sure. I think it was a 4:55 when we hit that on the Sunburst. So yeah, we're gonna be a lot slower, especially because of the brakes. And this bouncy suspension. See, if I'm touching the curbs and if it comes off like that, it really gets bad. Okay. But the exit is very nice, I do have to say, even though the suspension is crap. To get on the throttle good. Kind of helps walk itself around the corners, so I don't have to steer as bad. But there I had to counter steer a little bit. Getting our brakes again here. Mostly the rear brakes, though. Strange. These tires are absolutely protesting me too in this too. Pushing them right on up to the edge here. Well, I don't know if we're gonna be able to catch any air here because I don't know about braking, but I guess I can try. Oh geez, too much speed, oh boy. No, just a little bit of a front end off, but that was all I could really do there. Low on the RPMs, but I want to keep it there because we don't need too much power to get moving until we open up in here. We are drifting unintentionally here. We're coming up on the back straight, and I've actually made it around with only one bump into the wall and no massive damage to the steering geometry or anything like that. That's good. I think I was just riding on the grass there. Looks like about a quarter of a tank as well, so I could do 4 laps of this and that'd be it. Alright, now we'll go ahead and see how it does in the speed. Yeah, nothing crazy. See how bouncy this thing is though. But of course it was designed to take heavier duty loads, so it almost probably do better on the track being loaded down with some stuff. It looks like about 160 is where we're going to cap out here because we're going to get the downhill. A little bit under the sunburst, just going to hold the brakes down there. A little bit of throttle back there, and then we're gonna see if we can slow down enough here. We did. We managed to brake enough there. Had enough left over. And our total time is a 9:24, which, to be honest, I think for something like this, with fading brakes, that's pretty good. And I know it's only half an hour video today, guys, but I think that's where I'm going to end it. I do have to work soon. I have to get some lunch in me before I head to work. If you guys enjoyed today's video, make sure to hit the like button. If you want more BeamNG content, you can go ahead and hit the subscribe button. If you did not like today's episode, but somehow made it here towards the end, you can hit the dislike button, or you can go into the comments and let me know what you did not like. If you have any ideas, comments, opinions, topic suggestions, you can put them down in the comments of the video, or you can join my Discord and let me know there as well. Otherwise, guys, that'll be it for today's video of some BeamNG shenanigans. Take care. Bye-bye.